As usual, are we expecting anything from the Supreme Court on the case of Peter Obi, Atiku versus Bola Ahmed Tinubu? You see, what conspired in the court on September 6, I must be very honest with any of you that is waiting for any other judgment, is that we cannot and we are not expecting anything from the court. Nigerian court is already dead. I'll be very, very honest with you guys. Nigerian court is already dead. Nothing is coming out from there. Nothing is coming out from there. Nigerian court is already dead. Let's be honest with ourselves. The court will keep favoring the rich, and the poor will not have any other thing but to be their own judge and their own lawyers. So, but let's look at what we're expecting from the court in case if they decided to allow, the good things to be used on them. If they allow the good spirits to possess them, if that demon that is in them will not continue to push them astray. Now, Supreme Court may spring a huge surprise with regards to Chicago University certificate. Of course, some of you have seen the trending of Chicago University certificate, that some people are now saying that it is obvious that the certificate that Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted are lies. And for the fact that they are lies, it will be difficult for him in one way or the other to pretend anymore, because Chicago State University just tweeted something that Nigerians are very interested in. But hear me clearly and listen to the fact that I'm about to state. This is section 137J of the Constitution says any forged certificate to INEC will warrant disqualification. That is section 137J. That is what the Constitution says. This is what the Constitution says. But we saw what happened in the court, where they had to water down a whole country's constitution because of one man. And I find it very disheartening that one man made the court to water down the constitution of Nigeria. We are not safe. You don't understand. You are not safe. Each time I try to make this video, I get scared. You are not safe. My fear is not for my sake, but for the fear of the future of Nigeria, the future of the children that will be born to this country. It has been watered. We thought we had the police, but the police is gone to the pocket of these politicians. We thought we had the military is gone to the pocket of these politicians. The journalists and the TV stations we thought we had, they are gone to these politicians. Now, we thought that our PVC is going to work. It was watered down. Like the PVC now looks like a common paper. That's not all. We looked up to the courts, where the hope of every common man will be seen. Every common man will face the courts. What then happened? These same courts looked at us in the face and spat on our faces. Now, section 137J, subsection J of the Constitution says any forged certificate to INEC will warrant disqualification. So you now see the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is fighting all the time to see that his certificate is not let out. If you know you went to Chicago State University, what is stopping you from telling them that, okay guys, release it? I'm not hiding anything. But this is a man who can go to every length to buy wherever that he wants to buy, with contracts, with money, anything, position, just to be the country president. And Nigerians have not understood that anybody that comes to during the election or during campaign to share beans and rice for you, let me be honest with you, that person will never offer you anything good. Nigeria is wealthy, but we have selfish people, not just the politicians, but other people, even the poor masses, selfish, that will put their belly before their brain. Number two, evidence of attendance of the constitutional requirement of education is not same as filling a false certificate. 3. The maker, Chicago State University, of the certificate, disproving such certificate under oath in a court of law is a conclusive proof of a false certificate. So Chicago State University is now disproving such certificate. That means it was forged. Number 4, there has been instances where the Supreme Court of Nigeria has considered fresh evidence in certain cases. One of such is when the fresh evidence could not have been reasonably obtained or presented during the earlier stages of the case. In such cases, the apex court may allow new evidence if such is crucial to the fair and just determination of the case. Number 5, if it is confirmed that conclusive that Tinubu submitted a false certificate to INEC, it is mostly likely could lead to a big bomb in Nigerian political landscape. They know all this from every corner. See, from the time that Justice Samani came before the camera and was telling lies, shows you that Nigeria is gone. Just truth be told, I'm not expecting much from these people. No. The tribunal has already proven to you that Nigeria is gone, but some of you are still trying hard to believe that one way or the other Nigeria is going to work. I'm yet to see the miracle that will happen. Considered that decision alone could lead to the Supreme Court declaring Atiku as the president, and unfortunately, no more appeal. So, we are gradually seeing a big effect that is happening in the affairs of Nigeria. And my fear is for the little ones who will come up and meet this mess. Who will come in and meet this mess of a country. That is my fear. Not myself. But this country is being destroyed on a daily basis. Let's see how it ends.